If you're dating a party girl, there's something you need to understand. Let me tell you a story. I met a woman, and the energy she put off from the start was completely the opposite of the energy I put into my life. I'm routine, fairly boring, I guess. I do the same things every day to make sure I get to my goals. And once I get to them, I figure out a new routine to get to my next goals. This woman was the complete opposite. She was free. She felt like and behaved as if she could do what she wanted, when she wanted. She had a very light personality. She had a very upbeat way about herself, right? And that contrast to my life, it fascinated me. It was attractive to me, just as the polar opposites of positive and negative magnets are attracted to one another. But I learned my lesson. The first lesson I learned was why I was drawn to that high energy. It feels youthful. It's almost like social proof of life, that you're living life, right? It gives a certain type of energy that I can feed off of, or rather, it's almost like you can live life through that woman. But you gotta define also what are the consequences of that action? What are the consequences of being with a woman that feels like standards can't tie her down? If you're dating a party girl, and this is what I mean by a party girl. A party girl is a nightlife individual. Someone who likes to go out, not even only in the night, in the daytime, day parties, night parties, events, festivals, concerts, raves, you name it, they're there. Probably have a drink in their hand, moving to the beat. And this is somebody who has adopted that as their lifestyle. Somebody who says, this is who I am, right? This is what I do. And even if they don't say it with their words, you can look at their life and understand what that means. Okay. So the appeal is spontaneity. This woman, in my mind, I was like, this woman is gonna help me break out of this boring, monotonous lifestyle. She's gonna bring the value of spontaneity and excitement in my life that I can't afford to bring myself. But you don't understand that this short-term appeal is going to create backward motions in your life and force you to start to step back financially, emotionally, maturity-wise, in order to appease this woman. This is about lifestyle management. If you're focused on building and she's focused on experiences, then your value structures don't align. Even if you guys are 100% compatible when it comes to chemistry. Your weekends are for planning victories and recovery. Her weekends are for planning parties and expending energy. Those two things will never align to form a harmonious, long-term relationship. If she values partying and excitement and spontaneity, and always having something new. Even if you guys are compatible, even if you guys have chemistry, ultimately, one day, you'll realize that she doesn't value you. Well, how can that be? How can that be? She said that. Everybody does what they think they need to do in life. The time and effort and energy people put into the things that they do in life, they do it for a reason. If you can focus yourself and focus your mind to put your steps towards your goals, you should have that same expectation for the woman you're with or the woman you're interested in being with. If these goals don't align, you're in for a world of trouble. You can't love somebody out of their lifestyle. You can't love somebody out into discipline. You can't love somebody into purpose. That has to be within them, and they have to be willing to do that themselves. What I see with many men is that they will find a party girl, a girl that isn't tied down to any principle in life, any standard in life. And they'll believe, well, look at me, I'm a disciplined man. I have my own things, right? I'm not living with my mom. I have my own apartment. I've had it for a while. I have my own career. I've had it for a while. I've had it for a little bit, right? I'm building. I have my savings. It's building consistently. I have my businesses. They're building. If I bring somebody into this, why wouldn't they get with the program? This is the wrong way to think, man. This is going to create a life of stress for you that maybe you didn't think was possible. You'll be constantly trying to love this person into discipline. Meanwhile, your own personal discipline now takes a step back. Women, even party girls, are attracted to men who live in their principles. So this chemistry that you guys had off the bat when she met you and she saw you in your purpose, she saw you every day doing the things you're supposed to do. Now she's seeing you step back from that. Little by little, she's not going to trust you. She's going to say, all it takes for this man to step off of his purpose is a woman. She might not say it out loud, but she'll say it in here. And her trust for you will start to go down. Your relationship is living on borrowed time. You'll be constantly trying to love discipline into this woman. But this woman can't be tied down to principles and ideals. So as you try to as you try to insert your principles, ideals, discipline into this woman, your own principles, ideals, and discipline will start to take a step back. And the things that make you you now are eroding from your life. And the things that make you you, the things that made her attracted to you, she'll see it. And her attraction level will start to go down. She won't say it, but it will happen up here. You'll be constantly trying to bridge the gap of emotional maturity between a woman that wants to go out and seek the validation of the world, while you're seeking the validation of your mission, your purpose, your God. And you'll be trying to bridge the gap, trying to encourage her to be more emotionally mature, to be more aligned with her spirit. I don't think I need to tell you what happens next to you. You see? Dating a party girl is extremely dangerous. And the reason why is because most men do not have what it takes to separate their love and compassion from their life purpose. And then because most men are lonely. most men don't get any type of female attention. And so any type of female attention is a type of attention that they'll hold on to. And any type of female attention they hold on to, they're afraid of losing it. And so then they begin to surround their life around this woman in order to make sure that she stays, she doesn't leave. Meanwhile, your principles, your goals, your life force, your money is leaving. The emotional maturity gap is the one that will destroy your relationship. Partying is temporary. Going out, getting drunk, going out, getting stoned, going out, doing drugs, being around people, it leads to nothing in life. So if you are with a woman who does that, you should know that relationship is going to lead to nothing in life. It's going to impact your sleep. Let's say you are the type of person, you're like, oh, I met this woman and, I never have done this before. Let's say you're the type of person who hasn't really gone out, right? That's what I'm trying to say. You've never really gone out. You never really experienced that life, right? You met this woman and you're like, wow, I can actually go out and experience life with this woman. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Your sleep is going to go down. Your money is going to go down. Your health from constantly ingesting alcohol and ingesting and inhaling smoke, or God forbid, doing hard drugs, your health will go down. Your peace, the peace that you have established in your life, that you work to establish in your life, will go down. You'll start to pick up bad habits. You'll start to drink when you're not supposed to. You start to smoke when you're not supposed to. You'll start to convince yourself that the principles that led you to where you are in life are optional. You'll start to think that this is the life. This is what I've been missing in life. But what you're really doing is putting yourself in a downward spiral of jealousy cycles and financial trouble. And your nervous system will always be on alert. Your energy, your calm energy that you use, that you cultivated to push you towards your mission, will now be replaced with a frantic, fanatic energy. Constantly looking for the next thing to satisfy you. Constantly looking for the next thing, the next party, the next new drink, the next new strain of cannabis, the next new drug that came out on the street. If you're dating a party girl and you have started to enter that lifestyle, or if you're dating a party girl and you have not entered that lifestyle, or you came out of that lifestyle, now you're dating a party girl, you need to ask some very specific questions. How many beers? How many shots? How much? How many drinks? How many cocktails do you have to drink before you never drink again? When is it enough? How many blunts do you have to smoke? How many bowls? How many joints do you have to smoke before it's enough? It's never enough. How many clubs do you have to go to? It's never going to be enough. So now you understand that if you enter this party lifestyle, you start dating a party girl, you start entering the party lifestyle, you start entertaining that party lifestyle, that you will be constantly throwing energy into an empty abyss. Here's the hard truth. You cannot compete with a lifestyle. You cannot regulate somebody into maturity. You cannot love somebody into purpose. You cannot wish your way into compatibility. You need to date for alignment, not entertainment. Date for the woman who will align with your goals. Date for the woman who will support your goals. This isn't about charity cases. Don't date the woman and feel like you can fix her. That savior complex is going to get you and your soul killed.